So you've joined up with Carthage and River Hospital with Crouse. What does the clinical affiliation mean?
So, it has a number of meanings, but ultimately what we're trying to do is network together to work together to better enable ourselves to be here and offering good care locally. So for us, obviously, Ogdensburg and the surrounding areas, Carthage has a different draw area. I'm sure there'll be follow-up questions to that.
What does the Crouse affiliation do to Claxton Hepburn?
It really sets a path for the future. Immediately, there aren't a lot of changes. And so, for instance, it's a clinical affiliation. This is not an asset sale or buyer merger. We still are a community hospital. We still have our own local board, so our local governance structure. But we'll be working more with Crouse in the future, looking to work on things together. Crouse can leverage its existing partnership with Northwell, which is a much larger institution from down in the Long Island area, and we'll be able to use some of Northwell's strengths. So, for instance, Northwell has competency in telemed, a catchphrase, but ultimately you end up with doctors or specialists in one area, and they can kind of radio in or conference in to a different area. And theoretically, this is something very, very good for rural healthcare. Because you can offer a low-cost option to bring specialists local, keep care local. And so if it's like today and it's snowing like mad, you might not have to go someplace to get a consult. So that, as an example, will be something that we'd look to really leverage and build upon as we move into the future.
What's the long-term plan with this?
From an exciting perspective for us, I think we already work with River Hospital. We'd affiliated with them in late 2015. Having Carthage join us, in that affiliation locally, we're able even to look at our region, a little bit differently and work together on some things between our facilities with the backing of Crouse and the backing of Northwell. So those, I think, are the immediate, impacts. And then I think as well, and something to be, mentioned here, we don't know completely what's going to happen with healthcare. Nobody does.
Right.
It's kind of a big thing. I never thought when I joined healthcare or started to do this that it would be a front page type of a thing, but that truthfully is where it's at. And so we don't know what the federal government's going to do and how effectively that trickles down, to the state governments or even localities. And so I think having an affiliation like this in place gives us options in the future in case things that we don't know are going to happen.
So this will actually better healthcare in Ogdensburg.
My feeling is it will.
Oh.
I mean, my feeling is that we do a pretty good job in Ogdensburg right now at Claxton Hepburn, that our staff really takes it seriously, and we offer the best services we can, to our community. My worry is about the future and what we can't control. And so this, to working on this, not only will help us bring, more services or better the services we have currently, it helps ensure that we'll be here for the long term. And that's part of our mission and what we want to do here.
Well, I think with this and the Da Vinci and the advancements, I think CHMC definitely is heading in the right direction. Don't you agree?
I would like to think so, yeah. I mean, we've always I don't know if prided ourselves, but we've tried to be in the leading edge of the services that we offer. So, one of the services that, that's one of our catch services is oncology. So we have 2 linear accelerators here in Ogdensburg. We've made those types of investments. So making an investment in the Da Vinci robot is really speaking for the future as well. We can do things in a new way. And probably even more importantly, as we bring new surgeons on and recruit new surgeons, this is what they're training on. So it's really important to have the tools in place so that you can bring the right people in longer term.
All right. Well, we can't wait to see what the future has for Claxton Hepburn. Thanks for talking to me today, Nate.